Hola guys, welcome to another video. This is the second video in regards to my Asus Stuff Z690 uh, plus Wi-Fi DDR4 motherboard. As you know, Asus motherboards are compatible with both LGA 1200 and LGA 1700 coolers, right? So in my previous video, I showed you guys that my temperature reading with a retention bracket that's designed for an LGA 1200. And in this video or earlier, I was able to replace the bracket with a proper one, LGA 1700 bracket. In my previous video, the score I got with Cinebench was 599 score with a temperature of this one here. Quick note, the fourth core here is getting 87 degrees Celsius, and the rest of them are either 73 for the core one and 80s, low 80s for the rest, right? And for the CPU socket, I'm only getting 81 degrees Celsius. And I was able to do a Cinebench run with a new bracket now, and I was able to get a better score, 27713. I thought it was just a margin of error, but I tried it out. The latest one I got was 2750. The third one I got 2720, something like that. So it really did stay in this in this margin. So yeah, point is, I'm able to get a better score with the LGA 1700 retention bracket. But here's the thing, I'm also getting a higher temperature readout. The fourth core still 88, well, 88 degrees Celsius, but the rest of them are in the high 80s. Starting from third up until the seventh core, high 80s or 90 degrees Celsius. Only the first core here is hitting 79, but it's still a lot higher than the previous one. But again, here's another thing though. In this test result with the LGA 1200, I was using a thermal Grizzly Cryonaut Extreme thermal paste. But I really thought I have an extra extreme thermal paste here with me, but unfortunately I don't. Well, I did, but it wasn't enough. So I used the Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut thermal paste, Cryonaut without the extreme thermal paste that came along with my EK water block. Yeah, I'm really hoping. Well, I am thinking and really am hoping that it has something to do with the thermal paste, but my I just ordered the Thermal Grizzly Extreme and it's still on its way to me. So it might take a short while before I update this. But anyway, bottom line is I was able to get a better score with a new bracket. The temperature readouts here and the socket readout here may be a bit higher, but it may have something to do with the thermal paste. This is not really a good test run since one of the components here's changed. You know what I mean? If you conduct a test, you want to be uniform in if not all, most of the settings and or configurations, right? But yeah, I did not change any settings here for the new test with a higher score. I didn't change any settings, but the thermal paste configuration changed. So yeah, I think that's really the reason why I'm getting a high temperature here. And something's nagging at me earlier where actually confirmed if the water blocks mounted properly and the thermal paste mounted or applied properly. It was, and I actually got a 27,750 score after confirming it. So yeah, the water blocks properly mounted and whatever. Point is, I'm still getting a higher temperature than the Thermal Grizzly Extreme. So as soon as I get that Extreme here with me and I install it here, I'd be uploading another video. Anyway, side note, the reason I did this video or decided to make this video anyway, if you guys could see here, this is the correct bracket, all right? This is a 1700 retention bracket. And LGA 1700 has four mounting screws, right? One, two, three, four. The 1200 bracket or socket only has three mounting screws. One, two, and the third one's here at the bottom, right at the middle here at the bottom. Now the 1700 has four, and this is the retention bracket I had for the 1200, right? One, two, three. But for some reason, it really is quite annoying, well, for me anyway, because it's somewhat crooked when put in, pardon the feet. Anyway, something's nagging at me knowing that the retention bracket's somewhat crooked because of the extra mounting screws here for the 1700, right? So yeah, it's sitting properly. Well, it's mounted. Uh, in regards to it being properly mounted is a different, well, it's a different discussion there. But as you can see here, with the 1700 bracket for a 1700 socket, it sits better. You know, the mounting screws right aligns to the hole there, where it's just mounted properly, suffice to say, you know. And yeah, so look. That's how it looks like, all right. And yep, in my next video, depending on the time I have, I might try, because I have an extra thermal paste here with me, an Arctic MX4 and an Aorus Extreme thermal paste. I might do those, apply those paste if I have the time. But at the very least, what I can say for sure is in my next video, I'd be showing you guys a temperature readout with the extreme or thermal grizzly extreme. All right. If I have an extra time, I might include the MX4 and the Aorus thermal paste in there as well, but I can't really say for certain right now. That's it for now. I hope. Well, this video is some kind of an extra type of video thing. I just wanted to make a video out of this one. Since I just really wanted to show I was able to get a better score with the LGA 1700 bracket. Yeah, the temperature's high, but the frequency's more stable. Yeah, basing on the average frequency, this one here has a higher frequency, or rather was able to provide higher frequency, right, for all the cores. But in regards to stability, I was able to get a more stable score here. Not higher, more stable. As you know, it doesn't mean you're able to clock your speed to 5.4 gigahertz. It doesn't necessarily mean you'd get a better score, right? It will really amount to its stability. Anyway, again, guys, that's it for now. More on this on the third video, and I really hope that I'd be able to conclude things on that third video. Yep. All right. See you in the next one.